You can tell who's who by their uniform in the UK. In Canada, it's a whole different story. My name is Tutu. I'm an internationally educated nurse from the UK. I studied and practiced there for over 7 years before converting my license. So I created this account to support all my internationally educated nurses on their journey to converting here in Canada. I am in BC specifically. I'm also supporting my nurses, like I'm sharing differences between UK nursing and Canadian nursing. So this page is all about nurses basically, right? This is just a nursing page. So if you're a nurse, welcome. If you're not a nurse, you're also welcome, just to see what nursing is like. If you have a friend who's a nurse, share this page with them. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So let's dive right into it. Here, one of the big shocks for me was uniforms. In the UK, you can tell who's a sister, who's a matron, you can tell who's a student, you can tell who's a band 5, band 6. So band 5 are newly graduated nurses, or nurses who have not gotten a level up. So band 6 would be like your PCC, your child nurses. You can tell who's who by their uniform because they are very clearly different coded. And also it differs in different hospital trusts. So some hospital trusts do differ, but generally you can get an idea what, like, their matrons wear red. In my hospital trust where I was working, I think above the matrons they wear like a brown with stripe. For band 5, so a nurse would be like blue, light blue. Nurses would be a lighter blue. Band 6, so your PCC will be a deep blue. That's for my trust. Actually, no, it's basically blues. In Canada, when I came in on my first day, I was like, who's who? Everybody was in different kind of scrubs. And back in the UK, the uniform was paid for. When I started with my hospital trust, they provided me with 3 pairs of pants, blue pants, and 3 pairs of top. I also ordered a gown because I always wanted that nurse feel to have a gown, Nightingale style. I just didn't have the crown thing. But here, everybody had different kind of fancy scrubs, fancy schmancy. And I went to go and buy my first scrub. Top was like $30. I was like, what? The bottom was like $30. So I'm like, and that's before tax. In Canada, we pay tax separately. So by the time I now calculate all the tax, it would like be $17. I was like, what? I only got 1 pair. Until today, I'm a community nurse. So till today, I only have 1 pair of scrubs because I don't really need to wear scrubs. My outfit in community nurse is business casual. I don't have to wear scrubs, but some of my colleagues still wear scrubs, like whatever you're comfortable with. In some health provinces, in some provinces in their health authority, I think they're trying to incorporate like colored uniform or colored scrubs, but then you can't tell the band, right? You can't tell who's the PCC, you can't tell who's the matron, you can't tell who's the manager, you can't tell that here. And this is why it matters, because as an internationally educated nurse, speaking for myself, when I came, I didn't know who was who. So it took me time to know their roles. I had to ask people, what's your name, what do you do, what's your role? You can't tell. And we ensure to wear badges. Not everybody is good at that. So I can't tell who is who or what capacity or what roles. You know, you can buy your own different kind of scrubs, but the only thing that I can tell, like in the theater, they wear green scrubs. That's the only thing I can tell. Like, these people are in the theater, in the OR, that's what I can tell. But everybody else just wear scrubs. I couldn't tell. So this is how it matters, because as an international educated nurse, you want to know who is who. You want to know your role. You want to know different people's different roles. Not having a uniform does affect that. My tip to all the internationally educated nurses on your first shift or your first week, first couple of weeks, your orientation shift, is to know your team, know their role, know their capacity, because they won't have a band system to know who's who, and everybody wears scrub. And if they don't really wear it, in my health province, in my health authority, in my province, there's no like nurses wear blue or green or black, no. So you have to take extra time to know who is who and what is their role. Obviously they do change, right? So it's going to be an adjustment, because you know, you can see the nurse today and not see her again for the next 6 weeks, right? Because what if they are just casual staff? What if they are just float nurses? It's always helpful you doing your orientation. If you're going to be working like in a surgical unit, speak to your clinical nurse educator, speak to your manager, speak to your PCC, speak to whoever is going to be orientating you, so that you can know who is who, what capacity they operate in. All right, if this has been helpful, like, follow, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.